We're going to try this again. I'm trying to work with this equipment and I haven't figured this out. I wanted to talk to you guys about what I'm seeing up in the skies and about lens flares, because these planets do indeed look like lens flares. That's, I think, is HARP in action that we're looking at right there. I do not get that from all of my pictures of bright light. It's not consistent in any way. And it happens sometimes in cloudy shots like this one. You'll see this is a different shot, different lighting, and that the lights are going to be affected by the clouds as they slowly move in. So, and there's a progression of green, red, red. So, I put on welding goggles over my camera just to make sure that I'm seeing what I'm seeing and that these are not lens flares. I think the reason that I'm picking these up so well is because I'm using an infrared camera, and these planets are in a very bright spectrum of light, and so when you look at it with a regular camera or with your naked eye, it's hard to get any contrast. All you're getting is a big splay of white light, but because of this spectrum, it's able to distinguish it. Now, doesn't that look like lens flare? But it's following the same pattern. So I am thinking that that's what the light that these objects are putting out, and that's how it affects the camera, because it's not just under this lighting. I'm finding it under conditions at various times of the day at various lighting. Now, this one is an example of what you get if you just go out there and try to look and see it with your naked eye or with a regular camera. With the chemtrails and all the crap in the air, you just get an iron sky, and sometimes the sky is so thick that even with my infrared camera I can't just pick up a distinction. So I have to look for clues, and I set it out every day. Now this one, you'll see that there's a red light here in the tree close to the sun. You see that the tree is filtering the sun, but you're still getting the white light of the sun through. Well, that's what's happening with that red light. Now these other three lights are up there in the sky just like the other ones were. So we're going to say that those are objects in the sky and not lens flare. Based on that, I would like you to consider a future shot. Now this shot is also another one that is filtered by the trees, and so you can't see the full effect of it, but you get to see a little bit of the color, and it brings it out. Also has different lighting. I gotta keep pointing that out to you guys. Different lighting. These are not all lens flares. Okay, this is a good one because it shows the clouds covering up these three objects. I don't know what that was. If you know, you can tell me. Um, so we know that they can be hidden by the clouds, so they're up there. You can see that they need a certain density of clouds in order to be completely hidden because they're very bright. This one just shows how you might be able to see it sometimes. You have to have some kind of a shield or a block, or you take your cell phone and put it on uh, negative settings and aim it at the sun and do a video. You can differentiate the sun dogs from these things because it will show up in negative. It's a very bright light. Okay, this one I want to talk to you about because you see three in a row, and to the right of that, if these are not lens flares, then that is not a lens flare. And that seems to be like an object to me. And you're going to see it with HARP in action in a few minutes here, and it's going to help bring it out better. So I want you to pay attention to that object as we go into the HARP action scene here. that a brown dwarf? What do you guys think? Okay, I want to share some more with you. So I've been seeing a lot of things in the skies. Come on. What happened? Okay, here we go. Here's another one. We can see the chemtrail up there. Um, and there's another, and you can see the red planet being highlighted by the leaves. 1, 2, 3. Tres hermanos. Okay. This one you can see the red. I guess that's the Purifier up there, the Nibiru. Being tilted by the clouds. Coming out of the clouds. Distinguishing itself. Oh, that's, you can see the other planet above it. Now, up here in the right-hand corner, you can see Nibiru, and you can see it being covered by a cloud. This was the first planet I was able to pick up with this camera, and it did look very much like a lens flare. But I gotta tell you, the first picture of it, it looks like a bat signal in the sky. Ironic, huh? That predictive programming. It disappears sometimes in just blue sky, the way a regular star would. This one's the same thing. You'll start seeing it coming out towards, see it right there, upper right-hand corner, coming out through the clouds. That's all I've got for you today, guys, but I wanted to be able to put it together in a comparison and talk to you about it, and I'm trying to work through this program, and if I can work it out, then maybe we'll be able to get more information out to everybody about what's going on up there.